Probability factor of 1 to 1. We have normality. I repeat, we have normality. Anything you still can't cope with is therefore your own problem.
健闘を祈る。
人類に栄光あれ。
人類に栄光あれ。
人類栄光あれ。
Hey everybody, how we all doing? We need to put some Warhammer on. How is everybody? We got an avian as well. Hello avian. Avian, avian. Can he eat from a hat? Avian, avian. Dr. Rhino. Hello Dr. Rhino. Oh, we have Atari 2 as well. Teeny Tiny, hello, the victorious Teeny Tiny, hello, hello Grizz as well, we have a Grizz in chat.
We're going to Winchester.
And we got a whiskey as well, oh my god, we got a whiskey! Whiskey and a perpsicles. Hello, Teeny Tiny, how are you? How is your amazing looking, you are Spider-Man, you're Spider-Man? Spider-Man, avian climbs across the ceiling. No. Captain Mannering just said no. No, Chris, stop it. Stop it, Chris. No, Chris, no. You're there. Moo! Tari 2. Hey, Mantis, how are you? Yes, we have. I've got a change to the regular content today because just randomly I thought I would thought I'd prime the changeling and do a little bit of a kind of a airbrush idea on the changeling. So we're going to airbrush the changeling today, just because lol. I'm going to get loads of inks out. That's the plan. Loads of inks, loads of colours, and we're going to try and do Atari 2. I'm going to Atari 2 up the changeling, Atari 2e. Spider-Man has a hyphen. If you run the two together, Spider-Man becomes Spider-Man and Spider-Man. A nice mensch in New York City. A moo to you all. Hello, Toby Tubes. No, Tari, I haven't got one. This is most unusual. Chris never does. Yeah, I never do side quests. No, I'm not blasting paint everywhere. I'm doing very, very tight painting. So if you even touch an airbrush, make sure you're wearing a mask. But I'm going to get away with not today. Mads, hello, how are you? I don't know whether there's actually anything interesting on today. I don't think there's anything. There's nothing that's kind of popped up yet. So this is why we're doing random airbrushing today, because of this guy. And I have even this is really bad. I have even gone onto eBay and put in an offer on the Ephelim's Pandemonium, because it is one of the warbands which I've been meaning to get for ages. So that is at least something that I've tried to pick up. So hopefully there are 10 available. Hopefully he will accept my £20 offer and I can grab the Ephelim's Pandemonium, which would be rather nice. But anyway, yes, there we go. Sexy Science Hannah is in the house here, but will be edge highlighting Sternguard while listening. Nice. HNN breaking news for you all. Hannah is probably still in bed. She's probably edge highlighting Sternguard in bed underneath her duvet. Moe, how are you doing? I want to start a night army. Is that a good idea? I have come up with a 1,000-point list if you want to know it. Do it. Yeah, night armies are cool. And also it means that you only have to paint like 3 models. So yeah, do it. Just some rules for Night Lords in Kill Team. Boo. Oh no, Tari's upset with me. Tari's upset. Please don't be upset. Streamers often say this for some reason. Make sure you always wear a mask at home. However, I will not. There's no talking sense to him, is there? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. No, he's a doofus. Yeah, I'll just be a doofus. I am. It's very difficult having to hold the model and the brush while also holding up the duvet and using my phone flashlight. Tori 2, Tori 2, Tori 2, Tori 2. Something possible legal issues. Some idiot will spray themselves in the face and blame the streamer. You're going to airbrush on stream and not wear a mask, then this is what you get. We've kind of known for some time that it's beyond reason, to be fair. Poor Chris, it's so hard having people care about your well-being. It is. I've had terrible, what's the phrase? What's the, like, protective gear? Like I've welded without a face mask. Like I've done blink welding. Anyway, so I can't get away from this. Finished the Pandemonium recently. Oh, nice. Did not need that tier of detail. You're not immune. I know. I'm not immune. I'm just historically really bad. We're going to. The plan is to paint a changeling today. That's the plan. I've made bad decisions in the past, so might as well do it. I'm not gonna get away with this, am I? I'm not gonna get away with this. Oh dear. I don't even know whether I've got a mask anywhere. I might have one of the 3D printing masks. It's a good job I don't 3D print on stream either, because I don't do that with a mask or gloves. You're telling us more reasons to tell you off. Why? Oh, I do get to show you this. Hang on, let's get this. No, that's battery's dead on that one. Anyway, I'm not even doing it yet. Anyway, and I'm doing it in a white top. Heaven forbid my fashion sense.
Christopher Chemistry Frozen, you put a mask on, right meow.
Right meow. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Sorted. Can't see anything now. There we go. Perfect. That's N96. That's N96 right there. How did I survive 2020? We're meant to use masks for 3D printing. I just turn the fan on and point it at the printer by the window. You have a fan? You have a window? Right, yeah. Oh dear, it's falling apart. My mask has fallen off. I tried. I put a mask on. I did put a mask on. This is why I don't airbrush when I'm on stream. I'm sorry. Yes, right, yes, let's, because I can show you all this. Let's go to paintings, because, check this out. So we have, I have this. There's the changeling, so the changeling is primed, it's just drying. So I've got her, and I've also, so this is the plinth for my Glorfindel, and I've been meaning to put a couple of holes in so I can put some magnets on, and then I can magnetise it to the plinth, and then take it off and magnetise it to a base as well, so I can have both. So I took the opportunity to drill the holes at the same width as two brass rods to pin that in, and then I can have like a floating, a cool floating, what do we call it? floating thingy, a floating thing, a floating bust. There we go, a floating bust, which is quite cool. So I'm going to obviously get another plinth and then re-drill the holes as well. But this will be quite good for painting at least. So yeah, that's one plinth, which is looking quite cool. And then obviously I've got this one as well, which I started playing around with really quickly with some highlights. So that one's all really rough. Yo! Oh my god, it's a Tristan! It's a Tristan! I clicked the cool Tzeentch wizard. Yes, well, I don't have cool Tzeentch wizard because it's not out yet, but we are painting the changeling. The cool Tzeentch wizard is there, and is the reason why we're doing this, because I really like it. It's annoyingly cool. It's annoyingly cool. I'll probably try and either pick one up, because I don't think Games Workshop will send me that one. Yeah, I don't think Games Workshop will send me that one. That's just like a one-off. How on earth do you have his address? Well, there's a few people who have my address in stream because they send me things, which is really nice. Why is it not Tomb King Tuesday, Chris? Oh, that's a very good point. Tomb King Tristan is here. In fact, I have his address. I might just send him one. I will flipping do it if he puts one on his throne list. Is there a put a mask? Find a mask and I'll stick it on my throne list. It's annoyingly cool for sure. I will order it. It's really. I did a video on it yesterday. Avian, great question. Why is it not Tomb King Tuesday? It's not Tomb King Tuesday because. Why is it not Tomb King Tuesday? I have been doing some female custodies, which is cool. Been doing some Raven Guard, also cool. What did we paint yesterday? Oh, Drakari. We did some Drakari yesterday, so that's for part of the commission, so that's also cool. But yeah, the Tomb Kings will be coming back. We will get some Tomb Kingiani there. Hasn't done Tomb Kings for months, Tristan. Months. Do you know why? It's because Tomb King Tristan hasn't been in chat. Chris, you need to tell Tomb King Tristan how much you love the new OCR Bow Reapers, or to... Oh, God. No, I don't, Tobes. I don't, Tobes. Tobes, I don't. No. Someone put the Bill Shatner mask painted white in Chris's throne. You can suggest. I think you can. Can't you? I'm sure you can. Can't you? Can't you suggest stuff in the throne thing? Like surprise? Can't you? Like, I don't know. Can't you do a surprise thing? I can't remember. Oh, enable them. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Surprise gifts. Send me a surprise. Oh, they're the surprise gifts. Oh, okay. Right, yeah. Disable that. Turn them off. Bye. There we go. Save changes. I think you can suggest. I think you can still suggest them though, can't you? I don't know. Let's turn that off. Is that a link? Oh my word. That's what I have to wear. Copy. Throne. Should I put that on my Amazon list? I'll just stick it on my Amazon list. I think it's cheaper for you guys if I just put it on my Amazon list. There you go. Do exclamation mark Amazon. Do exclamation mark Amazon. I will also send him butterfly wings to wear. What? Speaking of horror movies, watched In the Mouth of Madness last night, Chris. Oh, awesome. Recorded. Thank you. We are Alfarius. I'm going back to watch. I'm going to go back and watch the tapes. What, of me saying that I really didn't like the? Yes, Christopher. It's very adjustable and comfortable when you get it sorted. Thank you very much, Teeny Tiny. Glamzin. Yeah. Hang on. What do you think, Tristan? Tristan, what do you think of? What do you think of all? What do you think of all the OCR Blade Reaper stuff? There is one set of models in here, Tristan, which I really like. There is one set of models in here which I really like. Got to scroll past all the shit ones, all the shit ones, all the shit ones, all the shit ones, all the shit ones. These ones. These are cool. These are cool. Chariots, sick as hell. That chariot, dorky. This is such a silly chat and stream. Just what I like. So much trouble. Thank you very much for the follow. Skeleton archers, dope concept. Yeah, these are badass. These are badass. However, I'm not sure everybody's going to like what I'm going to do with them because they're going to have dark elf heads on them. But yeah, these are really cool. These, shocking. That, shocking. Just, meh, terrible.
Oh look, we have a Christopher, and a happy Christopher at that, but a grumpy chat because there's no fucking music.
Yeah. That's shocking. That's terrible. Yeah. I think I said my the quote, Tomb King Tristan, that Toby wants me to say is that I'm really sad about these because they're going to turn up in Tomb King armies and it's going to make me sad because they don't look anything like Tomb Kings. So I think Toby's trying to poke the bear and make me say that to you. So yeah, there you go. Because they're just dark elves. They're sneaky skeletons, best OBR ever. Yeah, the sneaky skeletons are amazing. These are fab. These are absolutely awesome. They're going to be my dark elf shades. I think they're going to be my dark elf shades for, or at least some of them. I like the homage to the OG skeleton chariots. I mean, yeah, great. OCR Bone Reapers have chariots. They've got wooden floors, so it's definitely there's definitely not an homage to the OG skeleton chariots. Otherwise, it would have a skeleton ribcage as a floor.
With those horrendous feet.
Well, they've got armour. Like, that's the idea. The idea is that the Dark Elves are wearing armour. So, that's the idea. And then you put the Dark Elf heads on them. But compare the sneaky skeleton sculpts to the Dark Elf Blood Bowl team. Goddamn ads! You got ads! Oh no. Oh no. He's got ads. He's got ads, they're multiplying. And he's losing control. Anyway, you know what to do if you get ads. You can just subscribe because the stream's awesome. It's the shape of the chariot and the pokey scythes. Yeah, this is cool though. He's awesome. So we're gonna paint some. Tzeentch. Need real music.
Wait a second, Christopher. We don't want to hear you sing. We need real music.
Have we had? Have you done your H&M breaking news? Hannah's still in bed yet, Olivia? And also, have you welcomed Tari 2 into the chat yet, Olivia? Come on, stop shouting at me, Olivia. There we go. Oh, everybody's getting ads. Tomb King Tristan's in ad hell now. No H&M breaking news. If the Hannah of Sexy Science, she is in chat. We have Sexy Science Hannah in chat, and Tari 2 in chat, and Teeny Tiny in chat. Everybody's in chat today. Chris, I need your vote. Alpha Legion, Raven Guard, or Night Lords? For what? What are we voting on? Because there's a clear top two, but I need to be able to pick between the two. Just generally, just for Horus Heresy, Raven Guard. How much of a hobbyist are you? Are you a really big hobbyist? Do you like lots of conversions and sculpting? If not, Raven Guard. If you like all that, Night Lords.
All hail and huggle Tari II, High Empress of all the stuff, God's favourite princess, ruler of all the castles ever built, painter extraordinaire, super duper extra mega nice person, and artillery Tari for Trench Crusade. Fuck. Move.
The whole gang is in here now! Tomb King Tristan, the whole gang is in here now! Tomb King Tristan! Everybody is in here now, Tomb King Tristan! Oh, I also found this. I found I can't. Hang on. I need to go to the painting yet. There we go. Oh no, turn that off. Can't have that. I found horse race, so I can do a really cool Night Lord
Hatching
race.
breaking news. Hannah gives us temperatures in freedom units that make absolutely no sense. But oh well, it's cold so she's in bed.
Temperatures in freedom units. Oh dear. Raven Guard are not Raven Guard, they are Deep Alpha Legion agents. Thank you, I'm going to count that as a vote for both. Thank you, Teeny, it's a big relief, teeny tiny. Mrs. Pirate, what's Mrs. Pirate done? Sounds like my wife's got a job confirmation after looking last summer, so that's great news. Fantastic. The Twitch mobile app needs to get fired into the sun. How come Tristan a Tomb King? Tristan-y Tomb King? Tomb King-y Tristan-y man? Tomb King Tristan. Tomb King Tristan, the next Tomb Kings I'm going to work on, other than maybe the metal Tomb Kings, are probably going to be the Scorpions. Scorpions! 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 What did Chris take today to be this extra silly? I'm not extra silly at all. I'm not extra silly at all. I've been told to wear a mask. Therefore, I'm wearing a mask. If I can get some tape, I could just tape this to my face. I've got some barbed wire over there. I could barbed wire it to my face like something from Terrifier 4. Just put that on there. New fancy Scorpions? No, not new fancy ones. The old ones. I've got the old Scorpions because I needed them for a TSN event, which I couldn't go to in the end because my car didn't pass its MOT.
Yeah, tape your mouth. It will be so much quieter for us, tongue.
Are there new fancy Scorpions? I've not found a Scorpion I like. So I was going to.
Hazardous anomaly detected.
Oh, it's a one stop. One stop. How are you, dude? How are you? We need Christine to pop in chat. Somebody tag Christine because I finally did her entry sound alert thing. Oh, and I also did some. I made a cast. I made a cast for that, and duplicated it with some milliput. So that was quite cool. So I've got endless supplies of a really cool hero base as well now which is quite cool. Can't we do that like this? That like what? They redid the Scorpion for the re-release. Oh yeah, I've got that one. Yeah, they didn't really redo it. They redid the connections for the legs. That's all they did. But yes, I've got the re-released Scorpion. You're currently home ill. Oh no. Oh no. Here, have a distraction. Have a distraction. Have a distraction. Have a triggering distraction. Because female Space Marines clearly exist because there's one here. Have triple distraction. Custodes! Rah! How come you're poorly? That's not good. But distracted myself with the hobby table. Are you in bed with the hobby table over your bed? Are you hobbying in your bed? I need to print out. This is one thing I do need to do. I need to print out a load of bases for the Custodes, for the new Custodes when the new Custodes land. Adds to Chris's list, resin mold tutorial video. Very happy with the World Eaters. Nice. Yeah, I could do one of those, Tari. I could definitely do one of those. It was only a blue stuff one, but it worked out okay. Did work out okay. There we go. That bit just snapped off somewhere. I think that probably. Don't know where that snapped off from actually. But yeah, I can definitely do one of those. And then like a proper mold video would be quite cool because I take molds of interesting parts. Like I've got a mold for mould for a wooden chest, an ammo chest crate, mould for a backpack, and then I've got 4 moulds here for what are they called? Sandbags. So I can do milliput sandbags and then kind of squash them down on bases once, because you can pull them out when they're not quite set, and then you can squash them on bases where you want them, which is nice and easy to do. Night Lord look really good. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've got loads of Night Lords. Night Lords are cool. Night Lords are cool. I did a Night Lords painting, Night Lords painting tutorial on my YouTube when Horus Heresy came back out. So that was quite cool. I do like my Night Lords. I have Night Lords and Raven Guard. They're my two armies for Horus Heresy. I also have a handful of Dark Angels, so they're like a smaller force. Yeah, I've got loads and loads of Raven Guard, which are fab. I do like my Raven Guard. And of course we have Titus. We have improved upon Titus. This is Lady Titus. You need to visit one of the days of the throne event. I want some pointers on the 8-bound. Oh, nice. Yes, this is Titania. This is Titania of the Raven Guard Legion. Exactly. You might want to do Alpha Legion after all, but this Legion will allow you to do a sampling of other legions as you fill out. What date is the? Come on, hurry up and dry, please, so I can airbrush you. We're going to do loads of inks today. That's the plan. 7th, 8th of Feb. Perfect. What's up with the 8-bound? Can you look at that? She's gonna be so much fun to paint. She is gonna be a lot of fun to paint. She's cool as hell. So yeah, and then I also got some of the Necromunda stuff out as well. And do a bit of Necromundering. Nothing, just some advice on how to improve the skin. What chapter is she from? What chapter is she from? Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious what chapter she's from, right? Pretty obvious what chapter she's from. Oh, unless you mean her. In which case, Raven Guard as well, look, because she's got a raven skull. She has a raven skull necklace. So this is the Raven Guard trainee, and she's got a scar across her cheek as well. Bless her. So yeah, she's Raven Guard as well. And then I also have that one. That's the one that M's picked. So I said I wanted to do some busts. So M's picked one, I picked one, and Rich picked one. So she's quite cool. Quite like her. And then we have that one as well, which I can't show you on stream for very long, for obvious reasons. Do 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 do. She's from the 40k chests chapter. She's from the 40k chest chapter. Come on. Come on, Tzeentch, dry, dry, dry. How's your Age of Sigmaring going, Tomb King Tristan? Tristan of the Tomb Kings? Tristan of the Tomb Kings, my bro. All the way over in another country, 'cause he's the Tomb King King. The Tomb King King, the Tomb King King. Right, let's move Titania out of the way. Let's get the changeling in, and we'll also get the airbrush in. There's airbrush. Been doing music and dad stuff. Oh, how's Mini Tomb King doing? Learning how to play guitar and playing drums again has been great. Oh, nice. I nearly picked up the guitar the other day again because there's been a little bit of teasing on Twitch chat as to why I haven't been playing guitar for them after everybody saw a picture of me playing guitar. Okay. Right, come on. Are we dry yet? Still not dry on the inside. Come on. When are we getting a play guitar redeemed, by the way? I'm not very good. Not very good on the guitar. It's not like I'm like Tristan. I'm not a Tomb King guitar playing Tristan. Maybe I'll practice a load for you. I didn't do a very good job of priming this clearly because I've missed some bits. So I'm just running some thin primer into some of the little recesses. So the plan with this is to use a load of inks. Who's that? Oh, Mantis, thank you for the follow. A little legend. Legend of a follow. Yeah, the plan with this is to use a load of like purples and blues and everything. But we're going to use inks. I'm going to try and use inks a lot. And then a zenithal, and then inks again. And things like that, just to see if we can have a lot of colour, because obviously Tzeentch are really colourful, and then I clearly want to do a nice amount of flames as well. So I just think we can kind of have a play around with. Tomb Print's doing really well. Had a rough start to the school year, hard time making friends due to autism and ADHD, but he's made some good friends outside of school, and now we have a standing hangout on Saturday nights for them all to get. Oh, that's amazing, dude! Do you play D&D with them or something? You're not a good guitar player. I've only just started learning. Seven Nation Army, go easy on him. When we hit the redeem button, Chris has to play Sing Wonderwall. Not a fucking chance. Not a fucking chance. What's your favourite model I own? It's my Glorfindel that I did for Golden Demon. I'll bring you the picture up because the model's over in the other room. My favourite model, my favourite model's clearly Glorfindel. I did 2 Glorfindels. Sorry, I'm using the mouse with my left hand. So that's one Glorfindel I did. That's that's the and then there. That's the other one. So yeah, that's my favourite model. Glorfindel for Lord of the Rings, and then I did a second one as well. That's the second one. That's obviously mega zoomed in, which is hilarious because I like showing off the highlight dot on the eyes. But yeah, that's my Glorfindel. Chris is suspiciously good at using the mouse with his left hand. Well, I'm from an athletic background, so I have good motor skills and hand-eye coordination and everything. Wow, that's really good. Thanks. It needs to be for Golden Demon. So yeah, no, thank you very much. That's kind. Okay, so purples. We need purples. We need turquoises. And then we need some blue. What's that one? That one's Prussian blue. Oh, that's a really rich blue. I've got two blues here. What's the other blue? What's that blue? That's blue Rowney. Let's use that one because that's brighter. Although I suppose we can use that one in the recesses. And then we need some yellow. So there's a yellow. Do we want an orange? Do we need an orange? I don't know whether we need an orange. What's that? That's raw sienna. Raw sienna might be quite interesting to play around with. And then we need a white. Where's my white? There's my white. I have a Liquitex white. I've got Liquitex white, which is better than the Dalarowny white. So there we go. There's the white. So then we're going to try and use all of them. Purples is in the chat. Oh, that's where she is. What sports did I play? What sports did I play? Name a sport. I've played it. Name a sport. I've probably played it. There's a high chance that I've played that sport. Football, cricket, rugby, badminton, tennis, squash, lacrosse, athletics, basketball, tennis, bobsledding. Yeah, I've done bobsledding. I was a tennis coach for 10 years. Mortal Kombat. I have done boxing. I've done boxing. I've done taekwondo. I've done karate. Curling I have never done. I have done bowling, as in Crown Green bowling. I have never done curling. Somebody has found a sport I have not done. It's usually name a sport and I've done it, because I even did lacrosse. I even did lacrosse over in America when I was coaching over in America. Figure skating, no, but I have ice skated. I've never tried figure skating as such. I can do I can't skate backwards. I can skate round and on the invert. Ice hockey, yeah, done ice hockey. Synchronized swimming, no, but I could do synchronized swimming. I haven't actually done it. I pissed around doing synchronized swimming when I swam. I've swum for Derbyshire. Fencing, yes, I've done fencing. Yes, I've done rugby. So, I'm from a very very athletic. That's why my background is. So that's why I really am fascinated by athletes, because I know the levels of which you need to get to achieve things in sport. Dressage. So I did. My auntie has a farm, and she always did show jumping. So she had lots of horses. So I learnt to ride when I was about 6. And although I haven't done dressage, I did a show which was like a combination show where I had to do some jumping, some dressage, some tiny dressage stuff, and things like that. Table tennis, of course I've done table tennis. Everybody's done table tennis. Did I go to school for kinesiology? No, I didn't. So I have ridden, and I have ridden in a what's the phrase? Yeah, sort of, but not properly. No, I didn't go to school for that. You kind of learn that when you do all your coaching badges. Hornerson, it's a sport from Switzerland. Nope, never done that. Never done that. We've had a request for archery. Have I done archery? Not only have I done archery, I was in a archery magazine because I did some photography for it. And if I steeplechase, yeah, of course I've done steeplechase. If I was going to take some photos for the archery magazine, I was going to get myself in some of the photos as well. So yes, I have done archery. Where's my other archery photo? There's my other archery photo. Pew pew. And that's me liking. I love wearing white tops. So there we go. Yep, archery. If you search for it's not Tomb King Tristan who knows Grizzly Jim, is it? It's somebody else. Oh, it's it's not in chat. Right, is this dry yet? So yeah, I've done a lot. Like my sport is one of the downsides. Like I've done Olympic weightlifting and everything as well. So yeah, I've done an awful lot. I've trained with Olympians, plenty of them. Kind of regret not kind of going full in on a sport when I was younger. Have I done unicycle basketball? No, I've never done unicycle basketball. Does that exist? I can ride a unicycle and I have played basketball. Can I combine them? I was golf and tennis. Nice. Yeah, I've done golf. I sold my golf clubs after the Top Gear episode where it was, can you do motorsport for less than a golf club membership for a year. Extreme ironing. No, never done extreme ironing. Fantastic. Mannering's catching me out with all these sports I've never done. So yeah, this is good. Have I played Celtic football? I've never played Celtic football, no. Yeah, I know, it's a traditional sport. What do you mean over here? Where do you think I am? Unless you just mean over the border, in which case then yeah, I suppose I can get the over here. Right, so let's start with a dark blue. So I'm going to start with the dark blue. Now we're going to put this straight over the black undercoat. That's the idea. So we're going to put lots of kind of shadow tones on the model, really gently. I'm going to turn the pressure right down. So we're probably going to be underwater ironing. Struck me as a bit silly. See you climb a cliff, pull out your ironing board and iron, and make sure your kit is nicely pressed for the photo. Oh wow! I was pretty good at rock climbing when I did rock climbing. I was really kind of spindly and sinewy when I did rock climbing, so I was really light and thin. How about beach volleyball? Oh, yeah, of course. Of course I've done beach volleyball. Who hasn't done beach volleyball? I did beach volleyball over in America, like Top Gun, like the Top Gun scene. So I coached over at a Nike tennis academy. So I ran the Nike tennis academy with a friend of mine for a couple of years and coached over there for a couple of years. And once, because you kind of the tennis academy was on at the same time as like loads of other sports. There was golf there was lacrosse there was soccer there was American football there, and a few others. So in the evening, when everybody had finished coaching, all the coaches would get together from all the different sports and they would just go and do a sport. So we'd all go and play golf, or we'd all go and do lacrosse or something. Hey Galentio, how are you doing? Chad, hello, how are you doing? Thank you very much for the raid, Mr. Glorious. How are you? How are you? We are doing some very lazy painting today because we're going to be airbrushing a... I'm going to be trying something a little bit different today because I normally paint predominantly with a paintbrush. So we're going to kind of come away from using with a paintbrush because because of this model here, I've just had an overriding urge to paint some Tzeentch. Hey, how are you doing? Have I done caber tossing? No, but I have done barrel tossing, so I haven't done caber tossing. That's looking great. I mean, it's only primed black so far, but yeah. No, I haven't done. I've done plenty of the other strongman stuff, but I've never done the actual caber tossing. Change of ways, some might say. Indeed, we are having a bit of a change of ways. Right, so dark blue. We're going to do some dark blue first. I'm going to move all these out of the way. Twitch chat are going to get very cross at me because I'm not wearing a mask to airbrush. So we're just going to move all these out of the way, and then we're going to get this one. I don't know whether to thin it. I think I might thin it just a fraction. Oh my god. Oh, he said it might have a mask. Okay, let me go find a mask then, and then I can... Right, 1 second. Okay. I've got a random mask. Right. Yeah, I've got a... It's the best I can do, I'm afraid. Hopefully that's alright and it will stop people being quite so upset. And concerned for me. Kind of bummed out. But thank you. Like I don't mean that in a negative way.
Why the hell do you put on a mask?
Because chat have told me to. Which way round is it? Which way round do you do it? Do you do it with the, I'm guessing you do it that way? Yeah, it's got to be that way, right? Oh dear. But why did chat put you up to it? I have no idea. It's better than nothing. It is better than nothing, I suppose. It is. It's like toilet paper in front of my face, right? White side to your face. I got that bit. I've got the white side to my face bit. Right. So, let's get that plugged in there. So we're going to do. Yeah, let's use the dark blue first, and then I want to try and get some purple in there as well after. Is that dry yet? It still doesn't look like it's properly dry. It'll have to do, it'll be fine. Right, I wonder whether you can hear me when I put this on. Back to lurk meeting. No, purple's come back. Purple's come back. Why did chat put you up to it? Because they told me to. It's bad. Oh no, not you too. Is everybody got meetings today? Will your voice change to Tom Hardy Bane? Probably. I'll be awfully posh. Yeah, and we also need to do something on that. Right, and there's that. I might just dry that. Oh, we've still got bits under there. Oh, where's the black primer? Just double check we've got everything that's primed, because there's still some little bits in here which the primer hasn't caught. There we go. And then all underneath inside there as well. Try and get all that done. Woohoo! So this is particularly an interestingo. When you mask up, will your voice change to a Tom Hardy Bane? I doubt it. I'm not going to change my accent. So if I can dry, so it's not. There's no pressure on this. I've got the pressure turned right down, but if I can dry all this nice and quick. So we've got turquoise, we've got blue, we've got purple, we've got some yellow. Right. Go on then, let's put this thing on. That way around. But will you bring justice? Will I bring justice? Doubt it. There you go. Hello. Hello. You'll hide the trigger amongst the civilians. Where's the trigger? You wouldn't give the trigger to an ordinary citizen. Right, so I need some tiny bit of thinner. Tiny bit of thinner.
Where's the trigger?
Where's the trigger? You wouldn't give a trigger to an ordinary citizen. I did find that very, very funny. It was very, very funny. Pinch the pinchy bit around your nose. Pinch the pinchy bit? Oh! Oh, it's got a pinchy bit. Is that a pinchy bit? Right. Make sure everything's dry. Should I? There's still we still need definitely need some black in there, because that needs to be the whole point behind all that there is that is just jet black. For all that, so hopefully that can get pinch and see the pinchy bit. It should have, unless it's on upside down. It's definitely not on upside down. Lovely. My face is red hot now. Okay. Now, you have said before that the airbrush compressor isn't too bad. Hopefully that's still the same. What colour do we do the arms? The arms are going to be turquoise, right? All of them were not bad. You have assumed your new role as an amateur dentist. What, I have? I'm an amateur dentist? What, like Bob Mortimer? What colour should we do the fire? I mean, the fire should be red, right? Yeah, I don't mind it being audible as long as it's not overly loud, and I think last time I used it you all said it was fine. Like, you can hear when it turns on, but you can also hear me when I'm talking. Paint it as a Drakari homunculus, perfect with the 4 arms. No, he's literally being painted like a Tzeentch. I did wonder about doing a old world Chaos Army and doing it kind of Tzeentch themed. Okay, let's swap. Swap to the purple. Swapping to the purple. The more pics I see of the Fate Master, the more I'm wanting it. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's so nice. Like, I want that. I want that, and I want the Curseling. The Curseling, the Changeling, the is it the Magister on the disc? And then I've got the yeah, just all the heroes are really cool. And then the acolytes, they need to do some more. They need to do some more mortal units for Age of Sigmar for the Tzeentch side, because I think they've got a fair few for the Slaanesh, and they've obviously got loads for the Khorne now. I don't know whether they've got much mortal stuff for the Nurgle. No, I haven't got the Eyes of the Nine. I kind of need to grab the Eyes of the Nine, but that one's all horrors, isn't it? I'm not a big fan of the horrors, although the Eyes of the Nine do have good versions of the sculpts for the horrors, which is quite interesting. Right, let's do purple. You know, you'd think with all the bird and feather themes in the Raver Guard would be somewhat Tzeentch adjacent at the very least. Oh, that's very true. Yeah. There we go. So 1 drop of thinner to 4 drops of the ink. Right, let's play around, shall we? So yeah, basically all I'm doing is I'm trying to add a load of colour to the shadows. Let's get rid of that. Hand you a golden trophy and bows. Should name your dentist clinic Chris Flossing. It's very good. That's very good. Hey Sinister, how you doing? How are you today, Sinister? Boo. Boo back to you, dude. Boo back to you. Okay, let's do some white. You got the sniffles. January in Sweden. Right, I'm just going to give the airbrush a clean because we're going to be doing white. And I don't want any contamination. So put that to one side for a sec. Da, da.
Potatoes picks Christopher. Meow.
Meow. Yeah, we're going to have a look in a sec. In fact, I can probably bring them up while I do this and you can have a look at them. You can all have a look at them all. There you go, everybody. Potatoes. While I clean this. Potatoes. That's a very, very, very good picture, purples. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. There's no chance of boiling, mashing and sticking in the stew the potatoes. I have to show liquid tater. Give me a sec. I'll show them all in a second. Pet them, hug them, take them home with you. Yeah, there we go. Here's the next pick. Right. Quickly clean out the... That's a good one too. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Is there a third one? Yeah, there we go. Pretty cool. Right, we're cleaning a little bit out from the inside. So just wet and brushed it on the inside a little bit just to soften all the paint in there. And that's all the paint that's collected. So that's all the paint that's collected on the inside of the nozzle and cleaned out. There's another bit there I'm just trying to get to. And just feel it there, just trying to get it out. Where in the States did you live? Boston. The Nike thing was in Boston, Massachusetts, which was good because it's where my auntie lives. So I stayed on campus in Boston and then spent a couple of weeks with my auntie. Went to Fenway, watched some baseball, because I do love some baseball. Went to the secret sports shop that is behind the vending machine. And bought a pair of shoes there and a t-shirt. Bought a pair of secret Nike trainers, which I've still got somewhere. Yeah, definitely fun to watch live. I like baseball. I like just kind of keeping track of baseball anyway. Baseball is the perfect epitome of American sport, in that they've figured out a way of making every single interaction important throughout the game. Can't get the trigger to go back in. There we go, got it. Always the way, isn't it? Tighten that up. A little bit of water to lubricate the needle. In fact, I will just that down the back. Yeah, have you seen Fritz again? Have you seen Fritz again? Good old Pom Fritz. Which is appropriate, seeing as he's French. French Canadian. Check my earlier message. Oh. I saw the stray cat outside earlier. I bought him a bowl of kibble, but he hissed at you. Oh no. I mean, Fritz won't hiss at you once he knows there's the potato family inside. He'll be very happy to be with one of his own. Good old Fritz. That's very cool. Yeah, keep doing that. You should bring Chips out to meet him. And then Chips can be like, hey Fritz, you should come in here, you know, because like, it's awesome household. And Fritz would be like, yeah? Yeah. I'd also bring him water, but with that temperature right now, it will freeze in minutes. Oh no. There's my throne list as well. It's just popped up in chat. If anybody wants to help out and support in very, very supportive and kind ways, then feel free to dive onto the throne list and see what is around there. You can contribute to some things that I'll paint on stream, little projects and stuff. Oh gosh, yes, it's cold out there. It is cold out there. I mean, it's a little too cold for Fritz, really, isn't it? There's no reason why Fritz should be so cold out there. That's not. It's not a nice point to be. It's not a nice point to be. Right. White. So the white, we're going to try I might need to thin it a fraction more because I'm spraying so low. Need to make sure this is thin, so it might just be a little bit too thick right now, so just drop it a fraction. Canada. I mean, it'll be okay because we're going to glaze it anyway. Might still be a little bit too thick. Just put a fraction more thinner in, just a drop. Probably about 50-50 now, thinner to ink. But like I say, I'm spraying at like 18, 19, 20 psi. What am I spraying at? Yeah, I'm spraying really low. I'll probably turn that up a fraction. There's a blanket in the cat house, so it's a bit cold. Okay, that's better. This is ink. This is the Liquitex one. So this whole model is being inked. I'm inking everything on this one because I'm trying something different. can be annoying to clean afterwards. Yeah, the Liquitex one is better than the Winsor & Newton one. So I want it bright at the top and bright at the bottom, and then kind of darker in the middle. What's annoying to clean about it? What I like is that you can really easily do slap chop with it, as you need several passes for it to be really white, so you can do great. Yes, I mean you can do that with everything. You can do that with all the whites, with all the inks and stuff. It's just a little bit. Oh dear. Dried on the nozzle. So that's dried on the nozzle and stopped the needle going back in. There we go. Dried on the needle rather. Have to let that dry and then I'll blend that in. So they stay in the cup, but that's really not bad at all. Wait, what? The paint pigments are a bit bigger. I mean, they all are in white. That's why white is really tricky paint to paint with, because the pigments are large, so it's difficult to get. Smooth transitions with white paint because the pigments are large. Yeah, that's why it ends up looking chalky. Just drying that blob off. And then we should also do a little bit on the inside here as well. Don't tend to rinse often and clean it. Okay, alright, just do the okay. Reamer is a smeg head. Right, let's let that dry. And then we're going to go back over it again with some more colours. So we've got, if we turn it over, we've got purples and blues and everything on the underside in the shadows. And now we're going to go back in again and use some turquoises and some blues and some purples and things. The advantage of IPA is that it doesn't damage the O-rings. It's a bit too hoppy for me. IPA is really good. Arnold. Hey, Slaith, how you doing? Arnold Rimmer. He's much reliable than a garden strimmer. Alright, where's my cup of tea as well? So this is the kind of turquoise that we really want to kind of get as an overriding colour across everything. This really cool turquoise ink. And his head doesn't glimmer. Arnold, Arnold, Arnold. We should probably put the Rimmer song on something. Although that would just get copyright struck like instantly, because that's a very famous one. Right, is there, while we're waiting for this one to dry, is there any more Warhammer stuff that anybody wants to talk about? What have we got? Have we got anything new? What the hell is that? New Year, new challenge, 1 million miniatures. What? You need to head to your local Warhammer store and pledge to paint 25, 50 or 100 minis by the 9th of May. That's my birthday. Yay! No, it's good, thanks. Thank you very much. No, it's all good. Anybody else want to do that? Then it's all cool. Right. Yeah, what... So other than that, what have we got? So that's the Changeling. That's the one we're currently doing. That's the one we're currently doing. And then what are the mortal... That's the question. Is this thing a mortal... Where is it? The really cool flyy one. Where's the really cool flyy disc dude? Where's the really cool flyy disc dude? Where is the really cool flyy disc dude? The new one that came out. Why is he not in there? Is he a 40k model? He's not a 40k model, is he? Oh, is he just in Spearhead? Oh! Hang on, where's the Spearhead? There's no Spearhead here as well either. What the hell is going on? There's not a spit. Oh, there is. That's Seraphon. Why would they not put... Oh, the Tzeentch one. What? Where's the cool flyy disc dude? The cool flyy disc dude, is he he's called a Magister. Magister. Thank you, Mr. Toby Tobes. Magister. Yeah. Maybe he's just in the Spearhead then, but the Spearhead's not on the... Because the Magister, the normal Magister's here. Yeah, there's the normal Magister, but the Magister, the really cool Magister on a disc is not. Where's the fucking Spearhead then? Oh god. They do themselves no favours at all, do they? Ways to play. They do themselves no favours at all. The Tzeentch. Tzeentch, 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 Tzeentch. No. Maybe he's getting pre-order, not available yet. He's on pre-order? He's not on pre-order. He's not on pre-order. They haven't got anything on pre-order, have they? No, they haven't got anything on pre-order. Right. Magister on disc. Right. Oh, so you can buy it. You can buy it from Element Games, and it is Age of Sigmar. Oh, hang on. The current is not. It's not currently available. What the fridge?
It just got announced, you doofus.
It just got announced. No, this one. The cool one on the disc. I'm talking about the cool one on the disc. This dude. Amazon link, but shows the product. So is that? What's the spearhead that's in here? Is this what you were talking about, Perps? No, because he's not in that spearhead either. So he's coming in the Regiments of the Renown. That is, to be fair, that is a really cool Regiments of Renown. I'll probably get that because the Gaunt Summoner's in there as well. Is that what you mean, Perps? Removing the disc dude is one way to sell more Zangor Enlightened. I just don't want the Flamers. I'm not interested in the Flamers. I like these two. So they turn him into a Regiment of Renown. And then that's the spearhead is now Zangor. And what's that one? That's a battle force. So it's a demon battle force and a Zangor spearhead. I don't know what they're doing really. I don't know what they're doing with Age of Sigmar stuff. They seem to just put they seem to just put like weird things in. Like the Regiments of the Renown are a really cool idea when they do like custom sculpts and things, but just to throw random models in and make it a Regiment of Renown I think is lame. However, this one's quite cool because I need both those models and I like both those models. I'll just throw the Flamers on eBay or something. They probably weren't selling enough Screamers and the Summoner and Magister were competing for sales. Yeah. Yeah, that one's really nice. That's the question anyway. Does that model count as a mortal model? Is that a mortal? Yeah, like that model is really cool. And hopefully if I can get it oh yeah, I was searching for discs so that I can put everybody on a disc. Where is it? No, not that one. There, that one. This one. Hopefully I can get this one because I really like that guy as well. It's like something out of Pan's Labyrinth, isn't it? It's fantastic. Guillermo del Toro's brilliantness. So if I can just get all of this stuff, like that one, and this one, and that one, just add all of those in. That would be a really interesting, and this is kind of why I want to try and kind of play around with this because this should be quite fun, I think. Although the blue's not really taken, it's not really taken over the black, so we'll have to we might have to do a little bit more white underneath, but we'll see if it picks it up. In fact, let's do some more white underneath because I can thin it. Well, better for Games Workshop that is. Selling both models at a discount is better than selling one or the other at full price. Yeah, I suppose. Right, let's just quickly do... So we'll do a quick... Wow, this ink is fighting me today, it's weird. Never had a problem with this ink before. There we go. Right, let's try that. Maybe knows you forgot. Oh shit! You got to remind me, guys. Sorry, I forgot that. Yeah, they are very fragile, but we are going to address that because we're going to try and put all the colours down. And try and put all the colours down and then give it a varnish. Lurkity lurk. Have a good stream. I have video to edit. See you praying. Yeah, I do. I think that's fab. I do like that. Although, as I kind of pointed out, the Magister on disc is on eBay for 10 quid at the moment, so I don't think that'll be cheaper than that, but we'll see. I mean, that should be 30 quid, right? Seekers should be for 5 models. How much are Regiments of Renown? $57, $88, $57. Jesus Christ. 49.
Good.
Yo, Specky Boy!
And I will not irritate you.
It's a 60 quid box easy. Well, in that case, then I'll grab that. Grab that for a tenner. Close that down. Yeah, it's just a really nice model, isn't it? That I just think that's a really nice model. I think that's really cool. Okay, so next on we're going to use the turquoise. Get some turquoise in here. Tzeentch have great characters. Yeah, they do. Like, well, I mean, this is the one that started all this off. That's just absolutely stunning. It's really, really cool. I like that one a lot. A lot. Favourite demon character? Easily. I'm trying to think if there's any Khorne one that I like more. So I bought this because I was playing around with a Tzeentch idea, and I was going to ally in a couple of these models because the Changeling was really cool, and so I was going to ally it in, and I'd left all the hands off it. I'd cut all the hands off so I could put some like Slanesh claws and things on it, but that kind of fell by the wayside. Wonder whether I should be doing that. Should I paint it like that? Oh, it doesn't stay, does it? Got a headache, so going to rest up before D&D. No, Tobes. Hope you're all right, dude. No more forgetting my maths. No, I will remember to pop it back on before we do the turquoise. It's a random shot in the darkness, but often turns out to be right. Did you know that I was lurking? Hey, fiendish. Yeah, I think the flames and everything for Tzeentch are quite cool, aren't they? Time is it? 4:30. So we've got another hour. We've got another hour before I have to finish. I do kind of want to like put something up there to hold it, but it's just not going to stay, is it? Because then I could spray it like that, and then I don't have to. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of a lot like the horrors. I don't like at all. I do like the horrors that they did in the Underworld's Warband. There we go. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe they might redo the horrors, because I thought they were quite good. Like if they go into like a body horror, The Thing, like proper horror vibe, then I'll probably kind of buy into them a bit more. There we go. We can do that, can't we? It's probably a bit long because I can't. Oh no, I can just spin it like that, can't I? Yeah. No, that's all right. Let's do that. Yeah, it is a bit long. Too big. It'll be alright for a bit. Right. Thinner. Extra limbs popping out, bonus jaws opening mid-fight. Right, I'm not going to forget. Okay, let's try this. Amorphous blobs of claws and teeth, like The Thing or the movie Life, etc. That kind of horror movie vibe. But yeah, like that's what I want. Like if they do, what like where's the? Hang on, let me do a search for this again. If they do these, like if horrors end up looking like this, like if that's a pink horror, that's a blue horror, that's a blue horror, I don't know. But if they do something like that, I mean that's all over the place, right? That's just fantastic. That's I'm all for that. I think they're brilliant, and this thing's nuts. Absolutely adore that model. So, yeah. If that's the way they end up going. See, this is the thing, it doesn't dry. If I ever make my own model range of fancy demons, yeah, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it, Sinister? Yeah, but I really like those, so hopefully they can get picked up at some point. Because that's one of the warbands I've been meaning to grab for ages, to be honest. Maybe I thinned that one too much. Hey Ian, how you doing? Thank you very much. I'm just playing around with colours at the moment. Seeing what we can do. Okay, so we need some yellow in it somewhere. Right, really quick bye, I'll be right back. Two seconds. Okay, right, we're back. So we've got a little bit of colour going on now. So now with all that on, I'm going to do a final zenithal, and then give it a varnish. So that's the plan. Try and get this white nice and smooth this time. Try and get this white nice and smooth. Got a head mark. Bye! See you, Hannah. I have about another hour, Hannah. So okay, I'm going to put my mask back on before everybody shouts at me again. Do not want to get shouted at. Hey, weapon, thank you. Okay. How you doing, weapon? Hello, hello. Right, so we'll give it a varnish in a second, but then we will do that. So that's the colour, I think. In fact, maybe not. Maybe it's just turquoise. Maybe it's just the turquoise. So, 1 drop of gloss. One drop of matte. Give that a mix. And then varnish the whole model. Okay. Okay, all right. 0.25. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure it's actually any more fun, interesting or quicker. But it's definitely a different way of doing things. Uh, 0.25. You don't really have to worry about the size of nozzles, airbrush nozzles. You are not airbrushing strands of hair on a canvas or anything, so airbrush nozzles are pretty irrelevant. You have a 0.3 but it's too big of a spray. It's not too big of a spray at all. What are you trying to highlight? I could do this with a 0.4. So, yeah, it's not. Mini painting. What I'm trying to say, mini painting is really not nozzle sensitive. Trying to detail. What kind of detail though? Because like I say, a 0.2 is for canvas artists who are trying to. I mean, even a 0.2, you can do the width of a hair with a 0.3. So mini painting, you can do pretty much everything with any size needle. I've highlighted the finger join of an aggressor with a 0.3 needle. Yeah, try and get closer to the model and turn the pressure down. So I did all of that at about 18 psi. Not really come out how I wanted it at all. Okay, it's me trying to fucking do like an idea of a slap chop and I've still fucked up, so whatever. I'll just paint it normally, because whatever. I can't slap chop. Doesn't work. I end up not liking it, so let's not slap chop. Okay, so in that case, we need where's that cold skin tone? Where's the cold skin tone gone? I'll probably do. Pressure lower, okay, no worries. Yeah, that needle size is not something like needle size is something that hobbyists seem to fixate on, but it's really of no real difference. Doesn't make any real difference. There we go. That's quite a nice skin tone. So yeah, turn the pressure down. If you look at the stuff that people who paint canvases with an airbrush, have a look at what they can do with a 0.2 and a 0.3 and a 0.4 needle. Oh, nice one. You have a really cheap airbrush because you're new to it. Ah, okay. So having a cheap airbrush is really good to get into airbrushing and make sure that you're not wasting money and it's just going to sit on the shelf. But if you are running into limitations, you might find a nicer airbrush helps. But a good quality airbrush, even at 0.4, will give you a really fine target area. But it's important to get a cheap airbrush when you're starting out, just to make sure that You don't waste money and it just sits on the... Because you've got a lot of prep and everything to do when you airbrushing, so it takes quite a bit of effort to get set up and started, and sometimes that effort is too much and it just ends up staying in a box on the shelf. And like fear of failure and all that. So if you're using it and finding you're using it and enjoying it and making use of it with your models, then it might be worth looking at upgrading. Hey DK, how you doing? Is there a range of paints I lean to? No, not really. I use all of them. I use Games Workshop and Vallejo quite a lot. Don't like the paint makeup of Duncan's. Not a big fan of the paint makeup of Pro Acryl or what's the other one? Army Painter. So I tend to go Vallejo, Games Workshop, and little bits of scale colour. Trying to find motivation to paint again. Nice. Don't force it. As soon as you're excited to paint again, you'll know it's time to paint again. Yeah, so this is just a load of shit, isn't it? Slab job idea didn't work. I was trying, for those of you who have just joined, I was inspired to try a Tzeentch after the new Fate Master was revealed, which is up on the screen, and I thought, oh, I'll try like a... I had an idea to use lots of inks and pull lots of colours into the shadows and everything, but it's not quite worked. So I'm just going to go back to how I would paint this normally, I think. Maybe airbrush the... airbrushing the cloak has turned out alright, but nothing else really. That's what you keep in mind when you're doing oodles of Skaven, and Spiky does have oodles of Skaven. That is the collective noun for Skaven, oodles. It's like a flange of gorillas. Oodles of Skaven. Yeah, the inks was a nice idea. They're just. I mean, you may as well just airbrush proper paints, because then you don't have to worry about the fragility of them. What colour should the staff go? Should we do this silver? And then give it some colour. And I feel like this should be a different colour as well. I feel like I'm going to end up repainting this at some point. Feel like I'm going to repaint this at some point. Hey, Hook and Pin, how are you doing? How are you? How be you? It is you. It is you. Hello. Yeah, I feel like I could have just airbrushed this with proper paints rather than using inks. I think that would have ended up looking cooler. A bit worn out. Yes, your sound effect. I got your sound effect sorted. Welcome in. How's thee? Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. I'm a little bit annoyed we've spent 3 hours airbrushing this and I should have just used normal paints. But it's not bad. I might go back at it. I was trying something today, which is fine. Like, you've got to try things. But I was trying loads of inks through the airbrush to try and give a little bit of kind of shadow colour and things. and it's not really worked. So ultimately I think I'll just do it normally. You like the colour Way? I mean, you can't see any of the colour on the camera. You can't see any of the blues and purples and anything that I kind of put into it. It's not really worked. So it was an idea that I had. I was like, oh, I wonder whether. Yeah. Anyway, it's not worked. So rather than starting the metallics and everything, I kind of want to go back in with some purple into the creases and things. Just very carefully kind of airbrush some purple into the shades, because it's because of this model basically. So that model there has come out and I thought, oh, I'll do some Tzeentch stuff. So I've got my changeling, the little converted changeling, because he's got a claw with like a flame on there as well as the flames down here, and just like a regular hand. But yeah, as soon as I saw it I was like, yes please. Oh, this one. Oh, that model. Yeah, that model's gorgeous, isn't it? It's a shame I'm not going to get sent that one, really. I don't really get sent one-offs. It is rather nice. Kind of want like a turquoisey. Yeah, properly nice, really nice model. That's what I did a YouTube video on it yesterday. Recorded it on stream, which was quite fun. Stream was very well behaved. What? Okay, so throw some colour schemes for Tzeentch, because rather than just going like turquoise and purple, is there anything else you could shift to other than turquoise and purple? I suppose you could go, oh, it'd be really cool to do them just flamey and just do them red and orange. Oh shit, that would be cool. Kind of like how I did my Sylvaneth. That would be quite cool, actually. Orange and blue, purple and pink. I quite like the red and orange. Because then you can do purples underneath, red and oranges. Oh yeah, that. Oh yes. Yes. I might get. Hang on, let me get the airbrush back out. Let's do this properly, how I would normally do it, and not piss around with inks and stuff. Let's do a flaming Tzeentch colour scheme real quick, because we've got a little bit of time. We've got what, half an hour? Yeah, we've still got half an hour. So we've still got half an hour. Let's do any fluorescent and high contrast. What do you mean any fluorescent and high contrast? I'm not doing fluorescence on them. So, let's get rid of all the inks, because the inks are shit, and I don't like how they work. Or apparently... any fluorescence and high contrast? What, so you mean just like fluorescent green? High contrast like flamey stuff. Hey Alfredo, how you doing? Sorry, that was a bit dismissive, wasn't it, Avian? So if we did, hang on, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that, we don't need that. Right, purple, where's purple? I've got a really nice purple, where's the purple? Where is it? It's a Fantasy Games colour. Where is it? There we go. Right. This is a better idea. This is a better idea. Hey Hannah, welcome back. If your eyes hurt, then you're doing Tzeentch right. Gotcha. Mr. Chaos personified, and then he would go, oh, I am Flashy 8, and go completely dull. Fluorescent stuff might be, I could do like a fluorescent yellow within the red. Welcome back, Hannah. Okay. So much nicer just spraying with fucking paint. Okay. In fact, let's go a little bit. Go a little bit broader with the purple. There we go. And then we'll do white. Oh, the battery's gone. Sorry. Give me a sec. Yeah, we changed the plan, Hannah. We changed the plan on the changeling. So I've now got 20 minutes. To try and improve it. What's the new plan? Just use paints rather than mess around with inks. I've just spent 3 hours messing around with inks. So now I'm going to do like a glowy yellow. Now we're going to do a glowy yellow instead. It all ends up ultramarine blue eventually. Let's do it! Chris had a demented idea challenge. Paint of a mini like Steve Buscemi. Probably best to look at the corridor range. How are you, Hannah? A little low energy today, oh no. Okay. Now, do we do Flash gets yellow or Uriel yellow? I think Uriel. Let's use Uriel. What are you having for din din? I'm having pasta actually. What are you having? What are you having?
Man, well, we can always build more killbots.
We could indeed always have more killbots. Target, how are you? Okay, there we go. Honestly, I don't get why people airbrush things. There's no point. Right. And then build more killbots, please, K. Thanks. Oh, yes. If in doubt. If in doubt, just be awesome. That's your top tip for the day. Here we go. Right, are you ready? That just tripped me up. What did I say? I only eat once a day. I had a breakfast burrito and 2 tacos. You had 2 tacos in the morning, Hannah. Has she left now? Breakfast tacos. Perfect. I don't want to take away the enjoyment of thinking I made a joke, but you missed the last bit of the sentence that I said. Clearly, I blame the mask. Maybe the mask is making me more funny. Was I making a dirty joke? I made a dirty joke about the tacos. Sorry, Hannah. You probably have sausage for breakfast tomorrow, Hannah. H&M breaking news. Hannah is swapping between tacos and sausages for breakfast. The jokes you're making. Neither have I, Hannah, neither have I. So do red and yellow Tzeentch work? Hey Andy, how you doing? How you doing, Don? We need some more contrast, so we need to get some black into the shadows. I think that works quite well with the blue skin as well. Have to actually go to work today. Oh no, shock horror. Oh no. Right. Black. 5-minute break is even for Twitch too much. I don't think it should be 5 minutes. I think it's usually 3. But I don't know. I have no control over that. I thought it was 3. So we're glazing this kind of really dark brown into the shadows, and then I'm going to glaze over with some purple to try and add a little bit of colour back into the shadows as well, because obviously Chaos God of Change. What time is it? Oh, it's 6:10. I've got to finish. Gotta finish. Right, so we got more done in the last half hour than we did in the other 4 hours of the stream. When will I learn? I don't like all the other ways of painting. I just like, getting a brush on there. I just like getting a brush on there. Flames, rah! You never learn, do you? No. Why did you go from blue to green to red? Oh dear. It was never really green, it was turquoise, so we did turquoise. And then ultimately I was like, why? Like, it's alright, but like, let's just shift it somewhere else. What would you do if you were doing like a full-on proper Tzeentch scheme that was unique and individual and different? I was like, oh, you could do like flame red. Just do like fire. Do red to yellow. So I'm doing red to yellow, and obviously we need a little bit of contrast. Hence we're going down to like the black in the recesses, and then also a little bit of purple in the recesses to add a bit of colour in there. But ultimately, just because I thought it would look really cool. So let me know, what do you think? Do we think this is starting to look a bit cool? Trying to keep that contrast up. basically been pissing about with the airbrush for 4 hours. And then just brush paint it, and you end up with something as cool as this. I think I just end up being too picky with the airbrush. I'm like, well, I don't like that bit because of this, and I don't know. Black card conversation, black card conversation, and black card situation, end of conversation. You never learn, do you? Okay, give me Kaczynski. No. Dig it. Nice one, thank you. Do Saruman of many colours? No. Somebody did that on Golden Demon once. I do have a Saruman. Purple up there. Right, really quickly then. Really quickly. Let's just do the hood. Yeah, that's far better. I like that. Let's do all my Tzeentch red. Let's do all my Tzeentch red. Perfect. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to go and make some dinner. I'll be on again tomorrow. We'll do a late stream tomorrow. So we'll start a little bit later and go later into the evening tomorrow. That's the plan for tomorrow. So, yeah, and then I can watch a little bit of the tennis as well when the stream finishes. So, yeah. There we go. A little bit of yellow, a little bit of purple, a little bit of red. Nailing it. Perfect. Right. Take a screenshot of that for the blue sky. Move that out of the way. Right. There we go, everybody. Oh my God, Mere Melody's back. Mere Melody, do you like this female? This is a really cool female changeling. Right, catch you later, everybody. Have a good one, and let's quickly see if anybody is around. It's a lovely sounding Met keyboard. Hannah is absolutely beautiful. It's lovely. Yeah, it's really nice. Who was on? Retired's on. Let's go see Retired. See you later, everybody. Have an amazing evening. Bye.